I want to introduce my friend Eugene. He's going to talk to us about a little project that he's been working on with Solai Coffee and give us some education. Forward, backwards, late.
Good morning, 1 millicups. Good morning. And Happy New Year. We're still drinking out of cups with Christmas decoration, and the world is on the cusp. Part of the world is already in 2026. Part of the world just celebrated New Year's yesterday. They celebrated whatever is called Old New Year's. And a big part of the world will be celebrating New Year's on February 17, China. The world is divided, and scientists drink coffee without control, drawing ideas from coffee, but they still don't know what makes coffee so good for them, why it's so magical. They have figured there is caffeine in it. There are acids, some oils, and that's pretty much all they know. They know that caffeine blocks the adenosine receptors, which in turn makes us feel as we had a little bit more energy. And that gives us about 30 to 40 minutes of time to think that we're complete, we're sufficient. And in these 40 minutes, we have time to decide what we want to do without much problems that might be stopping us. I'm sure that many of you have a personal story related to coffee. Can you think for a few seconds or remember what is your personal story? What does it bring you? Is it a home, your childhood, your family, or your travel, trips, camping? I will share my story. One time I traveled to the Blue Ridge Highway, and it was an awesome trip. It was the end of fall. I decided to fly to Atlanta. From there, rented a red Camaro, had an amazing drive through the mountains, through the golden leaves, watching them in my rear view mirror. And at the end of the day, I stopped at the campsite. I didn't want to stay at the hotel. I thought I'm gonna be like a real mountain man living in a tent. So I set my tent. I had a few hours before the sunset, and I went to an amazing place called the Graveyard Waterfalls. A beautiful trail, the end of fall, wonderful colors, absolutely surreal. Red, orange, crimson. So I was getting through the rocks down the waterfall river flowing through the mountain, and I was taking pictures. It was so beautiful, I couldn't just show them all here. It will take forever. But it was absolutely unbelievable. It was better than Narnia. Narnia didn't have it. But I took so much time taking pictures that I didn't realize it's already the sunset time and I still need maybe an hour to get back. But I started hearing coyotes in the far, and I could feel as coyotes gonna get me. And I knew that I'm the only one who was getting up on the trail. I was relieved when I saw 3 people getting past me, so I knew that I would be the last. But in the meantime, the sense was so real that if I stayed later, I might get eaten by coyotes. That wasn't exciting. So I rushed to my campsite. As I was ready for the night, the weather started changing. It was warm, almost like summer-like temperature before, and then overnight the temperatures dropped to 30s. It was something I have never experienced before. I had to warm up a bottle of water using the British style warming device that I put under my blanket to warm up over the night. When I got up in the morning, struggling through the cold, when I got up out of the tent, I could see beautiful clouds running over the ridge of the mountain. And I was finally happy that I can start my jet boil. It's a portable, awesome camper that starts in any weather. And I could make some coffee. That coffee made my day. Now I had a few minutes to think about what's coming, and that was a relief and a trophy for the night that I experienced before with coyotes on my back. So what was your story? What did you remember? While scientists still discuss what's so special about coffee, all we can see on the coffee bags is dark, medium, light, but there is no other measurable quantities that we can judge good coffee from bad coffee. You know, Peter, he's providing us with this beautiful coffee, the one you tried this morning. The coffee is brought from Kenya and grown on Peter's father's farms. Peter has 4 different types of coffee for sale. I was surprised that he has the camper's bundle on his list. That's really my type of coffee. But coming back to the topic, it looks like scientists still don't know exactly what makes coffee a good coffee. And some people say that if you don't have a ritual when you drink a coffee every morning, or when you drink a coffee in the morning, if you don't have a ritual, then you might be doing it wrong. What you might include in this ritual is remembering where you are, what you will be doing, and strategically being grateful to what we have. And maybe that will make your day much better. Thank you.
Take it again.
There is a barcode, a QR, where you can find good coffee and
So-
ask Peter about more.
So what do you, Gene, share with us what you're doing in this. I know we had talked about this. What are you doing by coming out to do this as far as helping Peter?
There is research that needs to be done, and Peter started doing his research, which he will tell maybe a little later. He started doing something like genetic or DNA study similar to DNA research about coffee. So using AI, he found out which coffee has more acidity, more caffeine, other ingredients to tailor the taste of coffee to personal requirements. And I thought that's a pretty awesome idea. Before he tells more about his strategy to make it more personal. I wanted to give some heads up and confirm that there is not much research or there is not much known about coffee besides the facts or biology, medical facts about what it does chemically.
Okay. And just share with everybody here real quick, kind of your background. What do you do other than helping your friend?
My first degree was organic chemistry. While I was preoccupied with photochromic compounds, I always was fascinated what's so special about coffee and why people don't tell us which coffee is the best. It turns out those are personal preferences. But I was reading articles about coffee and doing my research for many years. This brought me here today to talk about coffee. And please share your ideas about how coffee can be improved. And Peter is not here, therefore you can say anything about it. But if you have any suggestions or even ideas about design of his package, he will see the video, and that will help him grow his company, and that will help us because we're drinking his coffee.
Perfect. So,
Thank you.
questions? Yeah, we'll go to you and then hand it right back to you, to Peter.
I'm curious about, currently I'm looking at Kenya focus beans, which is a specific region. I mean, Dominican Republic is also good coffee. Hawaii is also coming up with their coffee beans. This is really like, I'm a coffee nerd, I'm very particular with my coffee. I'm curious if, where is the company selling this? Where is your market at? Are you looking to sell it online? Are you looking to educate customers or?
There is a small stand in Witter Park in downtown.
Thank you.
Where Peter sells his coffee and he sells it online.
He does farmers markets and pop-ups.
I don't know about that.
He has one of those portable, what do you call it, latte machines and that kind of stuff. It's really good.
And he also has the contract with Foxtail.
Yeah, and he has a contract with Fox.
Yeah, Foxtail, yeah.
Oh, so he's a supplier to Foxtail.
Yeah, and he's, yes. And
Not
he's
all
also-
of them, but just this slip, like 20 or 30 of them.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. So he's working on that angle as well.
So first of all, thanks for your presentation. You know that I'm big on story selling. Your story was, take us from point A to point B. What I would give you a hint, which is what Jen asked you, which is your why you're doing this, I will add to this presentation because then I will know why you're talking about coffee. And the second thing that's my friend in front of me asked you in a different ways, like there are so many types of coffees from around the world. I'm from Brazil. So why Kenya? Why Kenya is so special? So I will add that to my presentation as well. Okay, that's about it.
Thank you.
Well, I can tell you about coffee. I had one of our friends in Rotary, Rich Ungaro, helped launch Starbucks. And he actually bought Barney's Coffee some years ago. But he still, to this day, says the best coffee that he has ever had is Kenya coffee. So,
That's something for you to add.
okay, any other? Jane?
Well, we are in a big tourist area, so I see the campers bundle, but maybe if there was like a beach selection, that might be something super fun.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, with a T-shirt.
But
something fun. Wilderness.
In other words, natives too. Natives don't always want to be considered tourists.
Oh, there you go.
Sun and fun, some sort of sun and fun thing.
Did you hear that, Campers Bundle?
Fort Wilderness at Disney.
Yeah, that is a potential market for you.
Thank you very much. This is fantastic. I am in the coffee business since 1969. Okay? This is fantastic, okay, what you're doing here. But everybody has their own taste. There are 88.4 billion people. Okay? From a business point of view, it's the volume you have to worry about. It's the volume. Okay? It's dirt cheap. I tried to put Starbucks out of business when they started it. I tried to put, that's what I did. I competed with Nestle, everybody. But your challenge is going to be to build a business. I know I work with Peter on this. You know, we get carried away with all these small things. Final analysis, it is the revenue you generate and the control your customer acquisition cost to make a profitable business. So your challenge right now, we can talk about it sideways, but I hate to do this thing. Please understand, it's a very, very, very tough business to start with. Okay, basic research is fantastic, what you did. But from the business point of view, it's a long, long way to go. Okay, I can help you guys out if you want to separate. I don't want to waste your time here. I know a lot about this. I competed with everybody under the sun, Nestle, Procter & Gamble, everybody I know about. And I'm the one who created good to the last drop. I'm the one who created Sanka with orange color, so that you can see from a mile, about like a McDonald's sign, about 100 feet away you can know that is Sanka, that is decaf, you can drink anytime you want to. Okay? So those are the things I'm telling you. So business point of view, it's tough. So this is a business-related meeting. I wanted to make sure basic research is fantastic. Okay, I want to talk about this separate. Thank you.
So I'll tell you a little story. So I don't remember if it was 5 or 6 years ago, and I was I think I was at Credo downtown, which is no longer there. It's now Beignets and Brews. And I see this guy. He's to me, he was obviously African, and he had a big smile, and he was very nice, very, very, very calm, and very, very kind. And he had a good demeanor about him. And I struck up a conversation with him, and he told me his name was Peter Kuria. And he said, I asked him, what does he do? And he says, well, I said, why are you here? And he says, well, I'm trying to sell them coffee. And I'm like, really? And so I was like, I said, so where are you getting the coffee from? He says, so my family is a multi-generational coffee farming family from Kenya. And he told me that one of the founders, there were two founders, I guess, from Starbucks. One of them said Kenya was the best coffee in the world. And he also told me that he had 610 metric tons of coffee beans in North Carolina that he had to sell, right? From what I understand, he's on his third shipment now, and he's got a family, a young family. He works 80, 90 hours a week, and he's hustling like crazy. And he got a deal with the Foxtail, right? So Foxtail's got like 100 and something stores, and he's in like, I think he's now in 25 or 26 of them. And he's hustling. And so at that time I said, well, I would love to help So would you be kind enough to donate your coffee, because we have an event every Wednesday morning called 1 Million Cups. It's about coffee. And I said, would you be interested in doing that? So then he said, yeah, and then we brought him in, and now you're enjoying his coffee. But the thing is when I have asked him, if you ask him now, has 1 million cups been of benefit to his company and its growth and its success, he will say, without a doubt, he won't even hesitate, yes. Okay. And so, and if you ask Lucy at Donut Central, have we been helpful in her business, and she'll also say yes. So 1 million cups is not just helping people that come in and present. We're hands-on with helping companies be successful that want to participate. So that's all. I wanted to relate that story.
So I'm thinking when you said a couple of things, and I was trying to figure out where this was going. You talked about sort of doing some DNA testing and whatever else, and the thought process occurred because I hate coffee. I don't think it tastes good at all. So I've tried it a couple of times, but I started thinking of like when you start talking about the DNA testing and personalizing it, kind of like wine tasting. And I went to a wine tasting in Paris where they had these different exercises where try this, do this, all these things, and if you like this or that, mark that. And so what I was thinking was when you're sort of going on that personalization thing, if you develop like a pack, which is like a sampler pack, make these 5 cups of coffee, try them these ways, do this exercise, then you can sort of narrow in on, I like coffee that's this, whatever the characteristics are, more acidic, more bold, more bitter, whatever else, and you can develop your own flavor profile. And then he says, great, you match with the AA blend, the PB blend, or whatever. This is the one that you would like the most after doing this sort of testing. If that personalization path is what you're trying to go down, I was kind of
Yes,
trying
yeah.
to figure out what you guys were trying to do with this presentation, and that's
Great idea. Yeah.
what I thought as a suggestion.
Coffee snob party.
There you
Offer a flight of different coffees.
That's a great
and teach them
suggestion.
how to pick the one they like and why they like it and everything else.
Great idea.
Oh, I love
Okay.
that idea.
I do too.
I want to do that.
It throws me back to my days in the restaurant business. My head bartender was a sommelier.
Oh,
And
really?
we used to go to different wine tastings, and he would do that with me. I realize I hate like sweet wines, I can't stand them. But he would always arrange with the vendors. Here, we're driving around back, and you go out back, and here comes a guy with a hand truck full of cases of different wine that he'd throw in the back of the truck. You know, I mean, it was crazy stuff. Learned a lot. That would be great.
Yeah, that's
That
a
would
good
be a
idea. I
great
like that
idea.
Hey, Eugene. Beautiful presentation. The storytelling was incredible. Blew my mind. You took me to that mountain, make me drink the coffee. But
I'm still running from the coyotes.
so the question is, my understanding you're trying to do something in R&D, research and development. I mean, nutrigenetics, nutrology, and then epigenetics, something like that in combination. Then trying to make it a differentiator from other companies, right?
It's not my field. I'm a researcher to my bones, but I am not doing epigenetics or a medical-related field.
No. I mean, particularly here. What is this?
I'm trying to apply business ideas and scientific insights, scientific methods to developing business, and that's where I approached Peter, suggesting that something new can be done, and that might be in a field like.
Yeah, that's exactly what
General.
I'm saying. So that would be one of the different. So this resonated with me. I had a conversation with one vaccination company. They're pretty much similar. There are tons of vaccination companies, just like tons of coffee companies, but how they pivoted their business idea. What they did is they collect data, and instead of competing with their competitors, they sell that data to those companies. You know what I mean? And they made millions of dollars. So maybe this what could be done
I like
here
that,
in your
that
R&D,
insight. It
in your
resonates
R&D.
with me, yes. Thank you.
You know, he talked about, tasting like wine. It's location, location, location with coffee, like wine, okay? And there's a grocery store in my neighborhood who does this tasting every day of 5 to 6 different urns with different tastes of coffee. So there's nobody who talks about it, explains it, but that would be a start to get himself into an organization or a restaurant chain or a hotel chain where he can expose his coffee and really showcase what the coffee is all about, because coffee is very sensitive. You know, you like it or you don't like it, like he was saying right now, okay? And once they can educate you, like they educate you in wine and beer, then I think there's a good chance that this guy grows in leaps and bounds. He just needs a little bit more energy behind all this. You know, I talked to him about a couple ideas I had. You know, they have, Kenya has great sports stars, middle distance runners, long distance runners. They should get involved. But politically, there cannot be, he told me. Well, the conversation was over because there are certain things you can't just not do there, because that's very important to put the brand behind the name. So that's what I would say. But the tasting with different taste profiles of coffees, I think that would be a great idea.
All right, that works. Phil? Yeah, here. I don't know.
Well, hi. Interesting presentation, and I like coffee, and I see it as a as a health drink too. If you can drink it with less additives, and one thing I've never seen marketed is I aside from the antioxidant benefits you get from coffee, I'll mix it with pure cocoa without sugar, and I'm trying to get the polyphenols and the flavonols for health benefits, and so I've thought that it's a little bit hard to buy the pure cocoa. In fact, the company I was buying it from, I guess they went out of business because I've had it on order for weeks and it hasn't arrived, and that is pure cocoa. So I thought a coffee company would benefit from mixing the two up front so that you get that health benefit. But you asked for the coffee story, so
Okay,
that was my coffee story.
Very beneficial, helpful. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. By the way, great presentation. I just wanted to say one thing, and that is with regards to like the coffee itself and the coffee that's being served here today, right? I think that a lot of the educated palates here, right? Everybody wants to know what they're actually drinking, right? So I think that it could be that at this meeting here that you guys set, that you demo the coffees and you're like, this brand is the Kenya Specialty AA, and these are the flavor profiles there, because a lot of the educated drinkers want to know what they're drinking, right? I don't know what this coffee is. If it's free coffee, it's free coffee. But if I was at an AA meeting, right, then free coffee is the boldest coffee that I need. But here, I'm an educated palate, and I want to know what I'm drinking, and I want to be able to say, oh, okay, this is a great coffee. I want to buy it.
That's it. Yeah, we're. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, it just comes from the floor, all the leftover stuff. They just shovel it up. Just kidding. But I think I know he's got a medium roast, because the roasting, something I learned from Peter when he first started with us doing this, I always thought dark roast was the most caffeine in it. It's the least. It's like cooking a steak well done. The most caffeine is in your light roast, but the medium has the most flavor out of it. Last question?
Yeah, so when you started your story and everything like that, and you mentioned that you were in research and this and that, and I was hoping that you were going to go into what he was talking about is, and you mentioned it in passing a couple times, the health benefits of coffee. So, for example, my whole life, I ingested coffee with a lot of cream and a lot of sugar, right? And then I read a report. I'm a researcher as well to a certain extent, and so I read a report, and so that basically said something. So I started digging into it, and I researched and found out that dairy actually, there's things in coffee he mentioned, flavonoids and polyphenols. And these are really good for your mitochondria and for your cell growth and for your immune system and whatnot. And when you put dairy in coffee, it eliminates them. So it basically removes everything healthful from coffee, and now it's just the taste, right? And so after a lifetime of this, I stopped putting sugar and cream in my coffee, and that turned me into a coffee snob, because now the taste really mattered. And so I found Lavazza coffee. I only drink Solai and Lavazza, and I sweeten it with agave. But the thing is that way I get the most benefit from what the coffee has, right? So I was hoping you would go into more, because I would love to learn more about the benefits of coffee and so on and so forth, and what studies have been done and whatnot. That would have been more informative.
Thank you.
Okay.
What we're going to do at the coffee snob party that we're having next week. Yeah, so thank you very much, Gene. What can we, as the Orlando community, do?
Okay. Drink responsibly. Thank you. Thank you.
I
for your
love it.
time.
Great job.
Thank you.
So we're going to use our last 10, 15 minutes or so real quick, since it's the first of the year, and we got a lot of new faces in here. I just want your name, okay? What's your company name? And either your tagline or a piece of advice, okay? This is not a long dissertation. You got about 30 seconds to go through your tagline and your name and your company name, okay? So, Murray, you want to start?
Oh, okay, sure. My name and
The name of your company and what do you do, or a success tip.
my success tip.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm ready. My name is Murray. My company's name is Sigma Labs. What do we do? We basically do ABC. It's the we do AI, blockchain, and cryptographic things. So that's what stands for ABC. My success tip. What would be my success
No,
tip?
you get one or the other.
Oh,
not
okay.
both.
All right.
If we had more time.
All right, Chris Ballister. Name of the company is called Axon Systems. What we say is focus on what you do best and let us focus on the rest. So we help small business owners, operators, from launch to legacy, get started all the way to a successful exit.
My name is Rupert Magnot, and I run Orlandopreneur, which is what?
You run everything.
Everything. And Orlandopreneur is we create startup machines, and I'll be talking more about our upcoming event in a little bit.
My name is Jason Quint. I'm a business coach, but not just the regular coach that does it from their own experience. I implement EOS, which is a proven system that we've done 31,000 times.
I'm Shan Shanbhag. I'm a business Sherpa. I help businesses to survive and thrive through my unique capability. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Numi Castillo. My company is called Sea Green, and we are a digital platform. We help companies build a digital platform with all the tools that they need in an all-in-one, one login, one platform. Everything lead to cash.
Yeah, my name is John Swanson, and I am a real estate detective. I help people buy, sell, or invest in real estate. I specialize in distressed properties, pre-foreclosures, probates. If you know anybody has some problems with real estate they need to get rid of, or if you know someone wants to invest in real estate, that's what I do.
My name is Tim Bamboo, and I am the founder of Driven Digital. And one success tip I would be is make sure that this camera doesn't go all the way back there. The other one is don't let yourself get in your own way, your own fear, your own insecurities, because most of the time that's all in your head and it's not really what the world sees of you, it's what you're presenting on yourself. So
That's a big killer of dreams for sure.
Good morning, my name is Eugeniu Rotari. Today I represent Solai Coffee. Thank you for your stories.
Pass it right over to her.
Hi, my name is Bianca Marbella. I'm new to Orlando scene. Loving it so far. What do I do? I'm a business strategist by trade and training, I guess. I have about 35 companies of experience under my belt. I know I look younger, but yeah, I'm freelancing right now. So this is a good exposure for me. I'm inspired by everybody's stories and Solai Coffee, and yeah, that's about it.
Good morning. My name is Mark Rodriguez, former credit union executive, now running the lending studio. And our tagline is strategy and solutions for credit unions. And that means anything from supporting individual projects to fractional support.
Hi everyone, my name is Dmitry Topsev. I'm a founder of Magby. It's a hardware IT startup. We make a self-service kiosks that print custom magnets. That's it. We're taking tourist market here, as you guys mentioned.
Hi, thank you. And my name is Bernd Müller. I'm the owner of Müller's F&Es. It's a culinary consulting firm. My tip, cooking is a journey, not a destination. What you just said?
Also a journey, not a destination.
Destination's not that good.
I'm Scott Hill with Proxinia Accelerators, and my success tip is I don't care about your solution. I don't. I want to know the problem that you solve, and I want to know that you know the problem that you solve better than your competitors, better than even your customers. Then we can talk about your solution.
Good morning. I'm Josh Pies from C47 Digital Podcast Studios. I guess the success tip I want to share is the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time to start your podcast is now.
Hello, my name is Beslan. I'm a software engineer, and that's all.
Morning, everybody. My name is Peter Roman. I'm the owner of EQ Consulting International, and I'm a mechanic. I align, I fix. The best asset of your company, your people. The tagline that I can give it to you is that you don't sell products, you don't sell services, you sell the best version of your customer using your service and your product. You want to know how you do that? Come talk to me.
Hello, everyone. My name is Antonio Senna. I'm from Brazil. I'm a pilot, and I survived 36 days all alone in Amazon forest after a plane crash accident. And well, I'm in the United States, starting a tour, teaching people how to understand fear and pass through your own forests, because we all have our own forests.
Hi, my name is Jessica. I am with Kirkendall Insurance. I am specifically the commercial account manager, and my job is to ensure that my clients' liability risk are completely covered and properly covered for all risk management situations. But we are an integrated insurance brokerage, so we also offer other product lines like home, auto, and even health insurance. So.
Hey, good morning. My name is Tyler Zollinger. I run Krav Maga O-Town, and I help people feel safe when it matters most through Krav Maga skills. And I would just say that the most important thing and success tip that I've learned is to take confirmation bias out of your own business. And if you don't know what confirmation bias is, ask any of the entrepreneurs here what confirmation bias is.
Hi, my name is Yvette, and I am an entrepreneur. I've been here, I think, around 4 times, and I'm founder of WebPlay. It's a game-based tool for salon hiring and guest engagement that also builds on domestic awareness.
Hi, I'm Jane Tracy with the Orange County Library System, and my success tip is to sign up for the Entrepreneurship Toolkit.
My name is Melanie Holmes DeWitt, and I'm a deception specialist. I've lived in Brazil, eu falo português, and I specialize in confirmation bias. I am the other side of fraud that Minnesota is going through, but you haven't heard my side yet. So I relocated to Orlando in 2022, and I hope to open a deception academy to make people safer.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brent Parker. I'm companyless now. I just recently sold my business, so I'm trying to do something else. Thank you, appreciate it.
You're an author.
Oh, I'm an author, but I haven't touched on that one yet. So I think my success tip would be AI can't validate ideas, only humans and your potential customers can.
Hi, I'm Eric Deckers. I'm a professional writer. And my success tip, if you want to improve your writing, stop reading blog articles. They are mediocre at best. And there are a lot of them bad. If you want to be a good writer, read important writing, read good books. You don't have to read memoirs and or biographies of famous business people. Just pick good books by great authors like Kurt Vonnegut from Indianapolis. But read books that matter because you can learn how to write by reading from other great writers.
Where should I get the books?
Amazon, bookstores, and of course, your local library. She's not going to talk to me ever again.
Hello, my name is Abram. I'm an accountant, so if you need your books done or your taxes done, at some point I'll have a company, but I don't have a company right now, but I'm working on it. But success tip, just try new things. That's what I'm trying to do. So, thank you.
I tell all the accountants in my office that they should come along because entrepreneurs are always starving for accountants and other support type people, as we all are. My name is Phil Kelsey, and my company, I work for the Orange County Comptroller during the day, but my company is called Smart Cities LLC, not to be confused with the other one that you may have heard of, but my goal is to write blockchain and artificial intelligence software. I have a few apps that I've done. I presented a healthcare app, a social media app here called LifeLog. My latest venture that I've been working on, if you could go look at it, because I'm trying to get sponsored by Google Ads, is called TrueForeclosure.net. And this is a collection of all distressed properties in the state of Florida. And I'm trying to get more people involved so that I'm actually solving a problem to connect people who are in a distressed situation with buyers that can hopefully get them out of the jam before it reaches the eventuality of foreclosure or tax deed. You can also go out there to trueforeclosure.net and read the draft of my book I've been writing. So that's it in a nutshell.
Hi everyone, my name is Kevin Walker. I'm a civil and environmental engineer turned marketer. I do environmental marketing and focus on sustainability. My tip is that I've realized that adults like to learn, but we don't like to be taught. So where is the school, where is the learning environment for adults? It's in the marketplace. So I promote symbiosis and sustainability in the marketplace through collective edutainment and through collective marketing, how we present ourselves as the culture that we want to live into.
Reporting live from WSVN. Just kidding. My name is Eddie Mazaretto. I'm founder at M-Cube Technologies. M-Cube Technologies is a facial biometrics web application platform developed by yours truly. And we're excited to be here and excited to share with you guys and be here in the startup community. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. That's great.
How about you,
So do you know how people have,
Don't forget you.
do you know how people have medical insurance? They use things like Teledoc to pick up the phone, talk to the doctor about their problems, and they get professional advice and what they can do. Well, we do the same thing except for top quality law firms and attorneys that we have on retainer all across the country. My name's Jim Alifat. I represent Legal Shield Business Solutions, and what we do is we help business owners protect and grow their business by giving them access to top law firms, top professional help, without having to pay the high hourly cost. Okay, so these are our sponsors that are here to help make things successful here. Everything is done by donation. This is a no-income organization for us. So if you'd like to help out, when we need things, we'll let you know, and that's totally up to you. It's totally voluntary. We meet every Wednesday morning. The cool thing about 1 Million Cups is in any time zone across the United States. At 9 o'clock in some city, somewhere, you can find a 1 Million Cups chapter. Please like, follow, and share on the social media that we have here. And if you get pictures or stuff here, it's always great to post that. It helps expose us, and it helps bring in more entrepreneurs that could use more help. Okay, we all got that? All right. And as Jane mentioned, the Entrepreneur Toolkit, we are on week 3.
Yes, industry surveys.
Okay, so
Whatever industry you're in, there's an industry survey. You
right
can
here.
go online and pay a lot of money for industry surveys, or you can get it from the library.
Okay. So great way to get information about stuff that you're working on, and it'll save you a lot of money and a lot of time. So go visit Jane online, or if you can't do that, then go see her in person. We have the Wealth Masterclass coming up with Rob and Alicia on the 20th. We have a special announcement from Mr. Rupert Magno on Orlandopreneur.
So who here's been to an Orlandopreneur event? Need I say more? Okay. So Pappy D'Annunzio is backed by popular demand. So this is a guy who started a wealth management company, and once he hit $1 billion, he was like, how did I get this? And he found out that he got it because he was manifesting. And so because somebody brought it up to him. And so he started doing research on manifestation and law of attraction. And then he wrote a book, right, last year. And now he's got 50,000 followers on Facebook and 80,000 on Instagram and whatnot. And he's having a summit coming up tomorrow. And the summit is like $100. It's all day. Forbes Riley is going to be there, the Queen of Pitch, and 6 other people are going to be there. And if you wanted to go to the summit, you can look for us on social media. We're offering a code that instead of $100, you pay $27 to go to the summit. Plus, it's part of Podfest Expo. So those are $400 tickets, you get those free. So if you're interested in that, Monday night, we're having our event, 3rd Monday of every month, and so he's going to be speaking again at our event at Blue Martini down on I Drive. And we have 150 or so RSVP so far, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So hope to see you all there. You can use that to find our meetup page. Thank you.
Perfect. Scott Hill, you have something going on? Sorry, I don't have a pretty slide for Scott.
No, he does, but I didn't get it to him until a few hours ago. Again, I'm with Foxtail Accelerators, and I have a new cohort launching next Wednesday for startups in the hospitality space, specifically hospitality tech. And if you have an idea that you're working on and you would like to validate the idea, figure out the problems that you solve for your customers, and create a minimum viable product. I have an 8-week cohort that I would love to talk to you about.
All right, Eric.
I have 2 copies left of my book, 10 Commandments. mailing to personal branding. $15. I take cash, plastic, and paper.
Cool. All right, so make sure you connect with us on, connect with someone and go find a local coffee shop here to go grab some coffee, get to know each other, help build your business. Why do you come here? To attend, apply to present, prepare your presentation, let us work with you, help you, one of our coaches, and then present, share your idea, let people know what you're doing and get some help, which is what we're all about. So why do you want to do that? Because of marketing and brand awareness. It helps give you some experience. Gene, did that help you today? Thumbs up. Perfect. Practice and feedback. You're always going to grow. That's the best way to do things. Somebody talked about fear here. You know, the number one thing that people fear most is public speaking. And the best way to get over it, public speaking. Go do Toastmasters or something like that. It'll help you learn, help you feel better as you grow. Create strategic partnerships, which I think is one of the most overlooked things that you can have. Yes, you can build professional relationships or referral relationships, but having a strategic partner that you can work with, that you can bounce ideas off from, or that you can refer information back and forth to is far more valuable than just selling a product to somebody. Okay? So you should always look for people in your industry or complementary industries that you could add value to them and they can add value back to you. Hiring and retaining talent and the get to know you experience. These are our 1 million cup organizers if you're an organizer. So if you have any questions about how do you present, how do you get involved, whatever, come see one of us. We'll be happy to help. And I want to thank you for being here. Last weekend, I got to spend some time with Marty Wynn. You guys probably don't know that name, but you ever heard of the name Don King? The guy who used to promote Muhammad Ali? Marty used to work with Don King. Marty knew Muhammad Ali. He shared some great stories. This guy is literally way beyond next level on entrepreneurship and finances and stuff. He is amazing. Great guy to hang around with. And this was his input to us. Think way beyond your current circumstances. You can't fall from the floor, right? So don't be afraid to get up and fall forward. Fail forward is a better way to put it. So with that, I'll give you your week back. Have a great next 7 days, and thank you for coming.